Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to the temple. We begin our service as we sing together Maya Fea Yom Shabbat Shalom. How beautiful the day is, it is Shabbat.
Maya Fea Yom Shabbat Shalom. Maya Fea Yom Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Fea Yom Shabbat Shalom. Maya Fea Yom Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
And we turn now to page 2 for the blessing over the candles and the blessing over the fruit of the vine. I would like to invite our friend Michael Friedman to lead us with the blessings over the candles and the fruit of the vine.
Please turn to page 2. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shal Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lihadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Please turn to page 5. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pori hagolfen. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen.
We turn now to page 20 to sing together Lechadodi.
Lechadodi, likrat kala peni, Shabbat nikabla. Lechadodi, likrat kala peni, Shabbat nikabla. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom u'mivorach. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom u'mivorach.
We rise as we turn to page 28 for the Berlow.
La
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, forcefully alters the time, and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'ma'arif Aravim. And we turn to page 34 for the calling of the Shema. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. We turn to page 40 to sing together Mi Chamocha.
Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osef eleh, mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha neder b'kodesh.
Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch ata Adonai, הפורס סוכת שלום, עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
We rise as we turn to page 46 for the tefillah.
שפתי תפתח, ופי יגיד, ופי יגיד תהילתך.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, God of our fathers and mothers, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, God of Rachel, and God of Leah, the great, mighty, and awesome God, transcendent God, who bestows loving kindness, creates everything out of love, remembers the love of our fathers and mothers, and brings redemption to their children's children for the sake of the divine name. Sovereign deliverer, helper, and shield, blessed are you, Adonai, Sarah's helper, Abraham's shield. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all. You cause the wind to shift and rain to fall. You sustain life through love, giving life to all. Through great compassion, supporting the fallen, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up, and faithfully giving life to all? Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated as we turn to page 61 for the prayer for Shalom. Take a moment for a silent prayer. Turn to page 253 for the Misha Berach, the prayer for healing and courage and strength in our lives. We name in our hearts those whom we know that need courage and healing and strength as we join together in singing Misha Berach.
Before us, help us find sing, and let us say, Amen. Nisheberach imotenu mikor habracha laotinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
This week we end the reading of the book of Genesis with the last Torah portion. It's called Vayechi, which means and he lived. And unlike the name of the Torah portion, it's actually about dying and death. The entire generation of Jacob and his children are going to finish their role on earth. And especially there's a big part of the Torah portion that is dedicated to the death of our ancestor Jacob, the one that we are named after. His name is both Jacob and Israel. And he had a great death, a wonderful death. I think the best death in the entire Bible probably is the one of Jacob. First of all, he's very old, but other than that, all his children come next to him, his grandchildren come next to him. He gets to bless his grandchildren. He gets to a kind of, it's called the blessings, but it's more of about the future of his children, and maybe for the first time in his life to have an honest conversation with his children and with his descendants, and to be more worthy of the name Israel than the name Yaakov. So a great closure, and then a funeral, which even makes the funerals of the Queen of England look like a Shvach funeral compared to Jacob's funeral. An amazing funeral. But I want to focus not on the death of him and then of Joseph, but actually on the legacy that he has about how shall we live our lives. There is a very special moment there where he blesses his grandchildren. And before we get to it, I want to tell something, a story about a more modern rabbi, Rabbi Zusia, that there's a similar kind of story lesson about the moment that he dies. So Rabbi Zusia is about to die, and his disciples are coming to say goodbye to him. And they see him crying and crying and crying, and they don't understand. And they ask him, why are you crying? Are you afraid to face your Creator? You who are as great as leader as Moses, you are as an inspiring teacher as Isaiah, you are as a spiritual person as Elijah. Why are you afraid? Why are you crying? And he says to them, I'm not crying because I was never like Moses or Isaiah or Elijah. What I'm crying about is that I think that I was not Zusia. And now we go back to our Torah portion. And Jacob says to his grandchildren, may you be like Ephraim and Menashe. Now, we use that blessing when we say blessings to our children. When we say a blessing to a girl, we say, may you be like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. When we say a blessing to a boy, we say, may you be like Ephraim and Menashe. Meaning, may Ephraim and Menashe be the role models of what kind of person you should be. But we miss the message of this Torah portion, which is such an important message, because the names of the grandchildren are Ephraim and Menashe. So actually what Jacob is saying to them, the most important thing is not to try and be like Moses and Elijah and Isaiah, or like Chaim and Menashe and Rachel and Leah and Sarah and Rebecca, the most important thing, the most important message of how to live your life, and maybe the message of all the book of Genesis that is coming to an end, is that you need to be true to who you are, not to try to live the life of someone else, not to try to be like someone else, but try and live in a way that the real essence of who you ought to be is fulfilled in your life. And since we are finishing the book of Genesis, we should end with the blessing that comes when you finish reading a big chunk of sacred scriptures. We say Chazak, Chazak, Venit Chazak, which means be strong, and together we'll be stronger, and hopefully that strength will allow us to be true to what we ought to be. Shabbat Shalom.
May our right hand bring us closer to our godliness. May our left hand give us strength to face each day. And before us may our visions light a path ahead. And behind us may well-being heal our way. All around us is Shekhinah. 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 May our right hand bring us closer to our godliness. May our left hand give us strength to face each day. And before us may our visions light our path ahead. And behind us may well-being heal our way. All around us is Shekhinah. All around us is Shekhinah. All around us is Shekhinah. All around us is Shekhinah.
Please rise as we turn to page 283 for the Aleinu. Please join me as we read together at the middle of page 283. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else.
Va'anachnu korim u'mishtabim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu.
Please be seated. And we continue together on the top of page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Loved each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech. May we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace.
Bayom ha'u yeh Adonai echad, u'shmo echad.
Our thoughts turn to those of departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially Jose Maza, Henry Berg Rousseau, Donna Cohen, Jonathan England, Mark Gladstein, Jerome Klein, Louis Marx, Betty Herzog Pure, Yair Ribak, Richard Shapiro, Matthew Fink Jr., Lillian Lieberman, Harry Merenblum, Moshke Talis, Kenyon Anderson, James Klein, William Silver, Sanford, Wasserstrom, Richard Dodson, Zalman Comer, Maurice Berlowitz, Harry Mann, Esther Militzak, Rex Paxton, Chava Bensinger, Betty Bernstein, Charles Getzel, Herman Jacobs, Leah T. Kahn, Jeff Monsky, William Taylor, Moshe Weinstock, Euphemia Fanny Wyko, Robert Ackland, Mary Kay Brodnax, Louis Karp, Richard Seagal, Yirmi Weinstock, and in recent days, Alvin Rubin. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories in our hearts, we rise as we turn to page 294 for the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, לאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה. May the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen.
Amen.
Our closing song is Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom, Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'im
יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אמותינו, שתוליכנו לשלום. May it be your will, Adonai our God and God of our ancestors, that you guide us on the path of shalom, on the path of well-being and peace and wellness, and that you protect us from all harm and evil on our way. Bless the work of our hands and grant us grace, loving kindness, and compassion in your eyes, in the eyes of everyone who sees us. Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and please bless and say Shabbat Shalom to at least one person you never met before, and also to those you know. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And please join us for the oneg, the cookies, and the